Mackenzie, where are you at? Are you in Nashville?
I am outside of Nashville.
Okay, so let's head to outside of Nashville. Let's chat with singer-songwriter Makenzie Phipps. She grew up in Bluefield, Virginia, a town of 5,000 people. She started singing at the age of 5. She won Female Country Song of the Year back in 2021. She did an acoustic version of Alan Jackson's I Want to Stroll Over Heaven With You that blew up, had over 1 million views on YouTube in 48 hours. Her latest single, 18 Wheels, comes out today. We're stoked to have Makenzie Phipps on the show. First, Mackenzie, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, well, thank you so much for speaking with me today. I appreciate it.
Well, it's crazy. I'm researching you. You've been a full-time singer-songwriter since the age of 14. How did this happen? Was this your mom? Was this who was doing this?
Well, my mom and dad, they're not very musical. My dad can carry a tune here and there, but my mom's side of the family was always into music, and I guess that's just kind of where I had gotten it from. It's just always been in my blood to sing, and the good Lord put me on this earth thing. So I doing shows out when I was 14 years old, and it has been a long journey, and it is going on now 8 years today, because I am now 22.
Wow. Today's not your birthday.
Yes, it is.
It is? Oh, well, happy birthday, Mackenzie. That's awesome. Well, I said this morning, I think she's there 21 or 22, so now she's officially 22. So happy birthday. Yes. Now, because she can bring the beer and the noise. So maybe go buy her a drink tonight. It's her 22nd birthday. Well, you grew up in Bluefield, Virginia. I mean, this is a town of 5,000 people. So how did you get out? I mean, how did you branch out or were able to branch out? I know, your cover, we'll talk about that, but tell us a little bit about Bluefield and growing up.
Well, like you said, I was born in Bluefield, Virginia. I've lived there up until last June, and it was just where my parents had met, kind of. They met outside of Bluefield in another town called Pocahontas, and my brother and I were born there. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brother lived there for years. I mean, my dad, he was born in Virginia. My mom was born in Maryland, but she branched out to Virginia when she was a little girl. And I love Bluefield. It's always going to be my home. It's just simple living. And I'm not meaning that in a negative way by any means, because, you compare it to where I'm at now, which is close to Nashville, and, we're in a chaotic city. So there's some days I'll be driving in traffic and I'm just like, I wish I was back in Bluefield where there's not many cars on the road, and if I need to get somewhere in 30 minutes, then I can leave in 30 minutes to get there. But I love everybody there. They've always been so supportive of me, and it's just one of those towns where everybody knows everybody. Yeah, for sure.
Your covers of Amazing Grace and I Want to Stroll Over Heaven With You, just completely blew up online. Was that a total shock to you when that happened?
Yes, because I believe I was 18, I think, when I had released Amazing Grace, and I had it up on my page for a couple of days, but within about 2 weeks, it really started picking up and circulating. So I was very shocked at that, and I believe now it is at 1.2 million views. But as far as with I Want to Stroll Over Heaven, I had posted that, and it had gotten a couple thousand within the first day, and then it's like 48 hours later, it just completely blew up, and I believe now that is at 1.7 million.
Wow. It's impressive, that's for sure. You play guitar and piano. Which one came first?
Piano. I started playing the piano, or I should say dabbling the piano, when I was 4, because I would go to church, and before the service I would remember just child hymns that they would teach you in Sunday school, and I'd go over to the piano, and I would remember how it sounded, and I'd find the notes, and I would play it by ear. So I had done that for a little bit, and then I decided to start taking lessons when I was 10. But I decided the piano really wasn't for me. I love the piano, and I have a very strong adoration for it, especially hearing talented, classically trained pianists play. But I just was not meant to be classically trained. I just like enjoying to listen to it. So when I was 15, that's when I decided to pick up the guitar.
Wow. I mean, you're 22 today. Does it feel like you're 22? Are you an old soul? I mean, you've done a lot in the last 8 years.
I feel like I'm 90. I do. I feel like I'm 90.
I mean, it's amazing. And the miles that you've put on in the last few years and all the shows you've played. And I mean, yeah, you got thrust into adulthood way before even being 18. I mean, it's just amazing. And Sal Oliveri, your producer, you went and saw him like in 2022 in the summer. You guys recorded 6 songs. First, how do you get hooked up with Sal? Because this guy's done Garth, Chris Stapleton, Keith Urban. How did you meet him?
Believe it or not, so my backup guitarist and singer, Shane Begley, he was Facebook friends with him. He's Facebook friends with so many people, he don't even know half of them. But he remembers Sal just from all of his musical journey with producing and some of his playing and whatnot. And he actually decided to reach out to him and send some of our material when Sal was interested. So that's how all of that came about. And I got to go down to the studio and I recorded 6 songs, 3 of which he had pitched to me, and the other 3 I had co-written on some, and then Shane had written them for me to sing. But he's an awesome guy. He actually just texted me a couple minutes ago and told me happy birthday. But I'm very excited, especially for today being the release of my new single, 18 Wheels, that he produced. He did a fantastic job on this song, and I can't wait to see what everybody thinks of it.
Yeah, it's a great song. You're going to hear it here in a minute. Now, is 18 Wheels, is this the 6th out of the 6 songs?
This is the 5th. The 6th one is going to be releasing here shortly to completely finish the EP.
Okay. And we'll ask you what's next after that. But Shane, your guitarist, I mean, you two have been all over the country together playing shows. I mean, you're 2 peas in a pod. We played the song, You Bring the Beer, I'll Bring the Noise. You said that Shane wrote this for you about your hometown. I mean, how is that weird? I mean, is that just amazing how a great songwriter is to be able to do this? You're like, hey, Shane, write a song about me in my hometown.
Well, you have to remember, so Shane actually lived in West Virginia. That's how I met him, because where I was in Bluefield, that was right on the Virginia-West Virginia line. So when I met Shane, he was my drummer in my first band. So then when the band ended, we started doing duo stuff together. But he was very familiar with Bluefield. I mean, he'd come over to my house all the time for us to go over material and to hang out and stuff. So he knew what Bluefield was all about, and he's been around Bluefield for a while. So when it came about, I told him, I was like, just write a song about me, and he decided to write it about my hometown. But we had to figure out something to add to it for everybody out there that's never been to Virginia to maybe relate to, so we just threw beer in the mix.
You can't go wrong with throwing beer in the mix of anything. Go and check her out, Makenzie Phipps. She's at MackenziePhipps.com. She's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. 18 Wheels, her brand new single, is out today. You do not want to miss that one. Tell us a little bit about, you love animals, Makenzie. You got your black cats. You do some animal activism. Tell us what you're doing right now.
Yes, so I have actually been working at my local animal shelter right down the road. I love animals, so I thought, I would love to go and work down there. So I go and I help all the animals, and I take them outside, and of course I feed and water them, and I give them all kinds of love, and I'll make some content for them to post up on their page. It's called Safe Place for Animals, and it's just a loving and nurturing place for animals. And I've always loved animals. I mean, like you said, I have my little black cat, and her name is Baby Raven. And it's so amazing that all of these interviewers like yourself know about her, because when I started doing interviews, she would pop in sometimes. And I remember it was so funny. My PR would be like, maybe we should try to keep her out of them and try to look as professional as possible. But it started getting to the point where the interviewers were asking about her and asking if she was going to make a guest appearance. So I found that so cute, and I love being able to share aspects of my personal life with everybody.
Yeah. Well, you're a cat person. I'm a cat person, and my cat's they're always lurking somewhere. Yeah. It's like, let me look around. She's around here somewhere.
They have to steal the show.
Well, that too. You got thrown into anthems when you were a kid. You've been singing the national anthem forever. One thing that I thought was amazing, you said you don't get nervous when you do the anthem. Is that just because you've been doing it forever?
Yes. That was one of the very first things I ever started singing in public. I think I learned the song when I was 10, and I would sing it at the Princeton Rays games, which was in Princeton, West Virginia. So I started doing that, and I've sang it so many times that it's kind of bad. I'll be singing it, and I'll just zone out because I've sang it so many times, and then I get done, and I'm like, Lord, I hope I'd sang the right lyrics.
Oh, yeah, I think you do, or you would have heard about it, Mackenzie.
Yes,
that's
I would
for
have.
sure. Do you get nervous when you go on stage?
No, I love being on the stage, and I love calling people out and interacting with them. That's one of my favorite things to break the ice, especially is I'll see people, and they may be shy, and I'll just call them out immediately, and I'm like, where are y'all from? What do you want to hear? What do you like to do? And it gets the ball rolling with everybody, and then everybody starts getting to know one another and having an even better time.
Yeah, it's an icebreaker. That's for sure. You're playing a hometown show this weekend. Are you excited, or how do you feel about that?
I am. So that is going to be at Finn Castle in Bluefield, Virginia. It was actually about 5 or 7 minutes from where I lived. It's actually right outside of my old high school. And they're having a Valentine's dance. So Shane and I will be heading out early in the morning to be going there. And we're playing from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. And one thing that they are doing that is really cool, speaking of shelter work, is they are pairing up with the Tazewell County Animal Shelter, which was right down from my house. And they are asking people to bring any kind of, animal food, toys, anything like that for admission to get into the dance to help with the shelter.
Nice. So that's good. And then tonight you're playing at Mike's Bar and Grill. Anything special for your birthday?
Just going to go play a show and have a good time and get in bed.
Well, I
actually have to go get a suitcase. I got to get a suitcase because we don't got one.
Well, there you go. You can get a new suitcase.
We're leaving in less than 24 hours.
Well, yeah, she's got the show tonight, then she's got to head back up to Virginia. So you said one more song after this 6, then an EP. Do we stick with Sal? What are we thinking for future recordings?
I really don't know. It is all in the hands of the Lord. I have been really looking at different things as to what I want to do for my next move with music. So I am going to definitely be leaving all of that in the Lord's hands, and He will guide me. And Sal is an amazing man, and I look forward to having him in my future. But I just can't wait to see what 2024 holds.
Yeah, well, have we found our sound? Like the last 3 releases of you bring the beer, I'll bring the noise, kind of a poppy country song. Life Gives You Love was another, it's kind of a bluesy song, and then now 18 Wheels. Do we know where we're heading, or we're going to see what happens?
We're just going to have to see what happens, folks. You're going to have to stay updated on me. I'm available on all social medias, and my website is MakenziePhipps.com, so y'all can be checking me out on all things music related, as well as some aspects of my personal life, and maybe our paths will meet.
Yeah, you can definitely go and check her out. MakenziePhipps.com. She's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. 18 Wheels is out today. 18 Wheels, if you go to her Facebook page, it's a real cool thing her and Shane did last night. They talked all about the song. You can hear everything about the song. But Shane wrote this song. Tell us a little bit about this, because why did he write this? How did he get to writing this song?
Well, he wrote this song for me to sing at the 50th Mid-America Trucking Show anniversary in Louisville, Kentucky a couple of years ago. And my PR had asked if maybe we could come up with a song about truckers, and the rest is history. Yeah,
for sure. Because if you don't know, truckers are very important. And you guys talk a lot about truckers on the live feed. Everything in this country is with truckers. We don't even think about it sometimes. We kind of just take advantage of it.
Yes, we do 100%. I hope that this song really shows people just how important truck drivers are in our world today.
Yeah, for sure. You've got a shirt that says country something. I've seen you a couple pictures with some. How many country T-shirts do we have?
Country music and beer.
There you go. That's all you need is country music and beer. Is your you probably have like a million T-shirts like me.
I do 100%. I'm gonna have to get more show clothes in the future. I'm gonna have to get more.
More nice clothes, that's for sure. Anything we want for our birthday?
I am only getting one thing for my birthday, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with everybody. I will be sharing it in 3 weeks, actually. It's a belated birthday gift, but I'm going to be putting it on my socials for everybody to see, so they will just have to stay on their toes because I'm very excited. I'm very grateful in my life that there wasn't anything that I really needed. This is definitely a want, but I am very excited. So y'all are going to have to stay up to date on that.
Wow. Mackenzie's on the Zoom. She is very excited about this. I'm excited now. I'm kind of wondering what it is. So we have to wait.
Wait, are they able to see my camera or is it just you?
No, it's just audio. I'm the only one that can see.
Well, then here, I will give you a sneak peek as to what I'm getting.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
So excited.
I was going to have 2 guesses, and that was one of them. So
yes, I'm so excited.
Well, I won't say anything because never mind.
See, now you have a secret to keep.
Now I have a secret. Thanks a lot, Mackenzie. Now I got to keep my trap shut. So tonight she's at Mike's Bar and Grill. Tomorrow night she's in Bluefield, Virginia. Are your folks still there?
Yes, my parents actually moved with me to Tennessee, and they love everything about it.
Okay. And then what is the tattoo across the side of your chest?
That is my mama's handwriting. It says, "Mama loves you."
Oh, because you've had it for a while.
Yes, I had gotten it 2 years, going on 2 years ago now, yes.
Yeah.
But yes, me and my cousin actually have this, and we are waiting for my brother to get it. We want my brother to get it so that all 3 of the grandkids have her handwriting on their chest.
Well, get to it, brother. Come on.
He needs to. He doesn't have any tattoos. Me and my cousin do, and he doesn't. So I told him, I said, at least this one, because he always talks about tattoos. What if he wakes up one day and he doesn't want it? And I was like, well, at least with this, you can't say you don't want it.
Well, exactly. It's a perfect one if you're going to break the ice on tattoos.
Exactly.
Go and check her out, Makenzie Phipps. She's at MackenziePhipps.com. She's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. 18 Wheels is out today, and you're going to hear it right now. Makenzie, thanks so much for coming on. Safe travels, and happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and be on the lookout for my birthday gift coming up, folks, in the next couple of weeks. And go check out 18 Wheels, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you so much again, Jeff.
Here it is, 18 Wheels. It's Makenzie Phipps. It's KIX 96.5.